We're gonna call this Sandwiches and a Mercedes. So back in 2002, I lived on the island of St. Eustatius. We call it Statia. It's one of the Dutch Caribbean islands. And I was still married at the time, and I had two children. One would be about 2, the other one, she's not quite a year yet. And I've got this beautiful car that I could drive everywhere. Not that there was a lot of places to go on St. Eustatius, but it was beautiful. It was parked in the driveway and the power was off. We had no electricity in the house. I remember the economy was really tough that year, and I was a stay-at-home mom, so I was not bringing in income. And I knew I had to do something because there were lots of other issues happening at the time. And so I just knew I didn't like feeling helpless. I remember when I had been at university in the UK that I used to enjoy these amazing sandwiches that you could get from the kiosk, whether it was tuna, cheese, lots of different blends of things. But I just thought I'd put it in the back of my head that one day it would have been a good idea, for someone to start. I didn't think it would be me. And so about 2 streets over from where we lived, there was a medical university, and I thought, I wonder if this could be a way that I could make some money. So one day I went over there and I just talked to a couple of the students. I said, what do you guys do for lunch? Most of them went downtown. They could walk about 2 to 3 minutes. It really was not far to get to the first place that did some fast food or Chinese. And I thought, but you know what? I could bring food to them. And I found out what sandwiches they liked. And then I checked with the local supermarket and I realized that I could actually purchase slices of ham and turkey. And I figured out where the bakery was and what time of day they baked bread. I knew that I wanted to be there at the school by about 11 or so when they had their first break. And I made sure that I was up early getting that fresh bread, making those sandwiches, and parked right outside by the time the first student walked out to go look for something to eat. Now, one of the things that worked in my favor was that my youngest daughter, she was with me, and so she was a really big draw. They're like, oh, cute babies, yay. And so that's one tip. You gotta have an attraction, and she served to be that for the moment, but also they were hungry, and I had paid attention to what they said they wanted, and I provided that for them. I took that $20 and I started with what I had. I knew I couldn't offer 4 or 5 different versions of a sandwich. And so I started with tuna, cheese, and ham. I got more cash. I could now buy in larger quantities. So maybe a pack of tuna with 12 cans versus just 1 or 2 cans turned out to be cheaper. The same thing with purchasing the turkey and the ham slices in bulk. Same thing with the bread. People were very open to working with me to give me better deals because I was now a regular client. And then added to that, I found ways to provide additional services and products. It was an idea I had, and suddenly the opportunity presented itself. I went and I checked with the data. Was there a market for it? Yes, there was. How was I going to compete differently even though there were 1 or 2 other places that were already serving these people? It was that I was right at their doorstep as they walked out. I was the first person they saw, and there was no reason for them to go anywhere else to look for lunch. I was also offering something other than the fast food, greasy things that they were used to getting. They were very healthy sandwiches, lots of fresh tomatoes and lettuce and all of those sorts of things. Find a way to, even if you are in the same space as somebody else, make your product and your delivery different. Be consistent, have a draw. Like I said, they enjoyed just being able to see my young daughter, and it was a good time to just be outside, catch some sun, be with her, and communicate and really get to know these people who were here on this small island from all over the world following their dream of becoming a medical doctor. So assess the market, look for the opportunity, look for the deals that you can make, and just go ahead and serve and enjoy yourself. Save your money, have a plan. How are you going to level up? How are you going to increase the profits and continue to expand and grow? But definitely don't overlook the opportunity around you because you think, I don't like to sell, or I don't like to do this. If you have a legitimate need right now and you need to make some money and you see an open door, even if there are other people in the market, go right ahead, jump in.